Hello friends, today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and terrifying stories from Norse mythology. The story of Fenrir, the incredible wolf who could change the very fate of the gods. Have you ever wondered how a beast can become so powerful and fierce that it can even destroy a god? Get ready for an exciting journey into the world of ancient myths, where the battle between good and evil was always intense. Fenrir is no ordinary wolf. According to Norse myths, he was the son of the trickster god Loki and the giantess Angerboda. Together with Angerboda, Loki fathered 3 dreadful children. In addition to Fenrir, there was also Jormungandr, the serpent that encircles the world, and Hel, the goddess of death. However, it was Fenrir who became the greatest nightmare for the gods of Asgard. From the very beginning, Fenrir was huge and dangerous. But he wasn't always like this. Initially, the gods kept him in Asgard, trying to tame him, but he grew too quickly and became too dangerous. How did his fate begin? Let's take a closer look. As Fenrir grew, it became clear that prophecies predicted he would be the one to kill Odin at the end of the world during Ragnarok. This was a terrifying and unpleasant prospect for the gods. And as Fenrir continued to grow stronger and more fearsome, the gods decided to take action to stop him. The prophecy was clear. Fenrir would devour Odin and bring about the end of times. This made him one of the greatest enemies of the gods of Asgard. However, despite all of this, Fenrir wasn't evil by nature. He was simply a beast, and to him, humans and gods were something foreign. To neutralize the threat, the gods decided to trick Fenrir into a trap. They approached him and offered to let him participate in a contest, where he would be allowed to do anything he wanted. But they had one goal in mind: to bind him with a magical chain. They ordered a chain to be forged using dark magic, and this chain was so powerful that no creature could break it. Fenrir started to have doubts but agreed to test his strength if one of the gods would place their hand in his mouth. This was Tyr, the god of war, and he, without any choice, placed his hand in Fenrir's mouth. As soon as Fenrir was bound with the chain, he couldn't break free. Tyr unfortunately lost his hand, but this was just the beginning of an incredible struggle. Fenrir remained imprisoned in the chain until the very end of the world. The gods locked him in one of the deepest prisons, where he stayed until Ragnarok, the end of the world. According to prophecy, at Ragnarok, Fenrir would break free from his chains and join the enemies of the gods, leading to the final battle. At this moment, he would devour Odin, symbolizing the coming of a new order in the world. And so, at Ragnarok, Fenrir was freed. His eyes burned with fury, and he was ready to exact his revenge. He made his way to Asgard to fulfill his destiny, to destroy Odin. And this happened at Ragnarok, when Fenrir finally swallowed Odin, symbolizing the end of the old world. But this wasn't Fenrir's final victory. After devouring Odin, he was slain by Vidar, Odin's son. Vidar avenged his father by cutting off Fenrir's head, thus putting an end to his threat. After Fenrir's death, the world was forever changed. Ragnarok didn't destroy everything, but it started a new cycle. The bodies of the gods and monsters mixed together, and from their death, new life would emerge. Fenrir left a massive mark on mythology. His story is a symbol of the battle between light and darkness, between mortals and immortals. It showed that even immense power doesn't guarantee victory in the battle for the fate of the world. So we've seen how Fenrir's life became part of the grand picture that leads to the end of the world. But his story isn't just that of an evil monster. It's a story about fate, struggle, and inevitability. Fenrir was destined to confront the gods at the world's end, and even his immense power couldn't change the course of time. He was merely a part of the great cycle that ends and begins again. I hope you enjoyed this story and learned something new about this mythical wolf. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. What other myths and legends would you like me to share? Let me know in the comments.